How's it going, everybody? It's your boy Sadie here. So, I know it's a bit of a meme to kind of go like I never anticipated to make a video this soon, but this is literally one of those moments where I am genuinely taken aback at just how quickly someone could have made a response. And much like usual whenever it comes to responses that literally come out within the span of like a day after something else happens, it usually ends up being so bad that I just simply have to state that maybe it should have been left in the oven until it was carbonized. Now, of course, you probably already know what I'm talking about. You saw the title, you've seen the thumbnail. We're talking about Dream's response that literally came out like the day after like Tommy in it ended up uploading his video. And we took a look at it on stream because it was just so unbelievably sudden, and oh boy, all I can really say is it's not a good response. It's actually pretty fucking bad. And, well, that's why I'm here, to dissect it in a video format so that way you guys don't have to sit through an almost 3-hour-long live stream. But yeah, it's just, overall, if I were to try and describe this particular video just in a nutshell, it is, of course, well, Dream basically doing the very thing that he was called out for while having little to no self-awareness and realizing that. But yeah, without any further ado, let us sit back, relax, grab some popcorn, and let's just dive right in.
Tommy Innit posted a video yesterday that was titled Dream, where he said a lot of stuff about me that isn't true, but he did correctly criticize me for something that I want to apologize for before I respond to the rest of his video. I posted a meme on Twitter that used the R word, and I shouldn't have done that. I'm sorry, genuinely. I think it's important to acknowledge right off the bat that that's not right, that's not how you should behave. I shouldn't have done it, period.
Yeah, no fucking shit, you moron. Maybe you shouldn't have done that in the first place. I cannot believe that it took him an entire, well, I mean, I don't know when, I mean, judging by, like, I think the date that I saw, at least on that tweet, it was uploaded either on the 11th or the 12th, so it literally took him at least, like, 3 to 4 days for him to actually finally realize, oh yeah, maybe that was very immature for me to even post, you know, talking smack about my, my ex-friend, if you will. Okay. Jesus fucking Christ, dude.
Now I want to talk about Tommy's video and why I was angry enough to post something so stupid. Tommy, you and some of your friends have been spreading disproven lies about me for over a year and a half. When I had false allegations made about me, it was one of the hardest times of my life, and you and your friends decided that after I went through the hell of debunking them, that you would continue to spread, joke about, and support these lies. Don't believe me that you've been doing this? Let's just hear your own best friend confirm that this has been happening.
I get why he might be mad about the lies. That group being like, he's a pedophile all the time, which again, I don't like.
Now, judging by this particular, screen recording here that we're currently seeing, this is literally coming from the exact same live stream in which Tubbo also calls out the fact that inappropriate things were literally shared within Dream's Discord server back when both Tubbo and Tommy were still, 16 years old.
Some gripes with certain, inappropriate topics of conversation that happened in the Dream SMP Discord, in, VCs and in VC channels when I was younger, which at the time made me quite uncomfortable, but I was like, oh, this is just because I'm older now and I can be part of these mature conversations. Now I'm older and I look back at that, rubs me the wrong way. It rubs me the wrong way.
Are you seriously going to be using the exact same live stream in which you were called out for having weird shit within your fucking Discord server that you were for some reason perfectly okay with, even now, oddly enough, that you're seriously going to be using that same exact live stream in your fucking response? Well, yes, I agree that calling you, a P3DO, if you will, is obviously, it's definitely not correct. You're still pretty fucking weird for not doing anything about stuff like that being shared around in your godforsaken Discord server, my guy. You even fucking admitted to it, so unless you decide to backtrack on that one within, some sort of follow-up response, you literally admitted to it in your fucking crash-out live stream.
They shared, Skeppy, Bad Boy Halo, Minecraft porn, and that's a predatory, action. And so I think it can both be not something that should be happening and something that's fair to look at and be like, hey, that's, hey, you should avoid having anybody in a channel with anything like that if they're 17, Tubbo was. But the way that it kind of looked at it as Tubbo was like, well, no one, I don't think anyone in that scenario was trying to be creepy or predatory to anybody. It was people treating Tubbo like he was, just like them, like he was an adult, which probably shouldn't have happened. But it's also something that Tubbo and Tommy both asked many times. They both said, don't treat us any different. Don't treat us like anyone else. Don't, whatever.
So don't even try to run from it, buddy.
As you guys know, I made a video debunking those allegations, and after my video, the accusers even came forward and admitted that they were not true. I thought that would be the end of it, but for some reason, you and your friend group thought that you would kick me while I was down.
I genuinely think the friend group needs to stop calling Dream a fucking pedophile for cheap laughs. It's stupid to repeatedly call Dream a pedophile when it's not the case.
In your stream you slagged off a lot of my pals. Come on, mate. I mean, my friends are all idiots, but they have bloody good hearts.
Like, yeah, I know you're upset because they call you pedos, but they've got big hearts.
You know one thing that I'm only just now realizing? He fails to show off any, screenshots or, recordings or anything along those lines of any of that actually happening in current day. Anything within, the past, I'd say 6 months or so. He fails to show off anything like that. He just kind of says this and expects you to fucking believe it. Which, I mean, to be fair, that could kind of also easily be said about, Tommy and its response, but let's put it this way. Given the fact that, like I mentioned before, when it comes to Dream's response here, he basically kind of does one of the biggest things that he was called out for within Tommy's response, I think you'll begin to realize that maybe at least some of this stuff, yeah, Tommy was definitely not fucking lying about.
And you and your friends' references and the way you talk about women behind the scenes has been so sexist too. Shame on you guys.
I don't even know what this is about. You don't provide any context or evidence to what you're saying.
Okay, before he goes into a really dumb fucking comparison, that's at least one thing that I can somewhat agree with Dream here on, is the fact that, Tommy's response doesn't really have a whole lot of, context shown off with, at least a few of the things. But again, I guess I'm glad that now this response exists to at least prove some of those things correct.
You're mad that I criticized your friends in a 3-hour-long live stream with screenshots and receipts of their not-so-good behavior, so you just make stuff up about my friends?
I'm sorry, but your fucking live stream, where you're supposedly, quote, criticizing, Tommy and its friends or stuff like that, is literally you crashing out over the fact that Tubbo called you out for being dumb.
My evil plan! It's come together! All of the members on the Dream SMP are under NDA! And they have been for years! And I've been siphoning every dollar they've made from all of the clout that I gave them!
I'm sorry, but buddy, don't even try to sugarcoat it. Plus, that one fucking text that's over there on, the right-hand side of the screen is so fucking weird, dude.
I mean, you didn't have a problem interviewing Sapnap in one of your videos recently?
Sapnap! Well, Sapnap, you see, today I'm no longer Tommy Innit, famed Minecraft YouTuber. I'm actually Professor Respect.
Yeah, that's because Sapnap isn't Dream. What's your point? He also makes this point with, somebody else who also isn't Dream. So, in case you're not picking up on it yet, this response is going to have so many fucking reaches in it that it's genuinely surprising that Dream's arm is still attached to his fucking torso.
You'll be best friends with Logan Paul in private, but then the second it becomes beneficial for people to think that you don't like him, then all of a sudden you have a problem with all those shitty things that he's done.
That wasn't even the fucking case at all. It is literally just a case of Tommy Innit just, being respectful. It's not a case of, he was being nice and friendly, and then suddenly out of nowhere he backstabbed fucking Logan Paul. He was just being a respectful guy to Logan Paul, and Logan Paul was crashing out in his fucking DMs over it, and that's probably why they're no longer in contact. It's fucking hilarious how, once again, you're literally going to side with actual fucking scam artists, just so that way you can make your point.
When I was 16, you gave me YouTube advice, and you held that over my head for years.
I gave you YouTube advice because I thought that you were extremely talented, hardworking, and you had a big dream to be a YouTuber. And that's why with no expectations, we called for hours a day, talking about YouTube, strategies, and ideas. And I never held this over your head. Most people hearing that I helped you at all are probably hearing this for the first time.
Dream's awesome. He should, probably for the past, 8 months, once a week, me and Dream will have, a 2-hour call.
Dream, listen, I know that you're never... I know, just like I said in my previous video about you, I know you're not going to see this fucking video, but, you do realize that this is literally you doing the very thing that Tommy just called you out for. You're quite literally taking the fact that, oh yeah, Tommy and I used to be friends. He used to say that I was like, his best friend or something like that. Bringing shit up from like 3, 4, maybe 5 years ago, and holding it over his head in order to try and disprove this point. Dream. I know that later on in this video you literally state that you're the one that edited this video yourself. How did you not fucking realize this?
And he just helps me.
Like, Tommy, there's no way that you actually believe this. Saying I was so terrible to you, with no examples or anything?
Holy shit, the gaslighting in this one particular statement right here is genuinely fucking insane. Either that, or he's just genuinely goddamn delusional. I can't even tell which one is which at this point, because I've seen an equal mix of both throughout this entire 4 minutes that we've seen so far.
The Dream SMP, a lot of your success just wouldn't have happened without me.
That egotistical sentiment is exactly what you're accusing me of. I think that the Dream SMP would have not been what it was without any of the creators that were on it.
You know what I think is extremely funny? During my entire coverage of like that entire Dream rabbit hole that I went down, literally 2 people within my fucking Discord call stated that they only watch the Dream SMP for people like Tommy.
I'm not just selling USB baby photos or lazily designed merchandise, alright? I'm doing the best with what I have.
Tommy, you say that like it's a slight on me, when my entire merch brand was built by my family, in my hometown. Like, the reason there was ever a USB flash drive sold that had pictures of me on it was because it was my mom's idea, and Tommy knows that.
Okay, so 2 things, Dream. Actually, 3 things. Hang on. Actually, 3 things. First of all, unless you paid your mom for that particular idea, that doesn't make this a family business. That just means that you took your mom's idea and decided to capitalize on it. Second of all, it being a family business doesn't negate the fact that your merchandise is lazy and fucking terrible. And third of all, why are you using your fucking family as a shield? Like, holy fuck. I don't even remember what that kind of shit is called, but nobody gives a damn if it's a, quote, family business. This just comes across as extremely fucking scummy. What's wrong with you, Dream?
All the designers are local people working with my local family business. And this also let me make sure that all of my fans had a good merch experience.
That is really cool.
I didn't make the most money that way, but I'm happy that I did it. Tommy went with a merch company that actually had some really cool designs, with some very hardworking child laborers to make it possible. Unfortunately, that company also scammed a bunch of his viewers, and multiple of his creator friends got scammed and literally never got paid, and the company went bankrupt.
Oh my fucking god, dude. Okay, we kind of covered this on stream, but I'm gonna try and give at least a semi-condensed version of it. Basically, what he's talking about is Revolt, because for some reason Dream is too much of a pussy to actually bring up the actual fucking name of this particular company. And here's the funny thing, as soon as it was revealed what Revolt was doing, do you wanna know what Tommy fucking did? He no longer worked with them. And also, buddy, if you're going to be bringing up Tommy in it within this entire thing, then you might as well also call out damn near everybody else that ended up getting roped into a scam like this. People that are bigger than Tommy, that Tommy probably looked at, went like, these are bigger individuals, I could probably trust them, with actually working with this particular brand company, and oh, spoiler alert, it didn't exactly work out for them either.
But the difference between me and you, I put effort, my absolute best, into all these new things. I'm gonna talk about my brilliant podcast because I'm really proud of it. Or the book I spent months writing.
Tommy essentially belittles what I do, saying that what he does with his podcast and book are somehow more valuable or important than...
You know what? All I can say about that one is womp fucking womp. At least for what I've seen, Tommy has at least branched out beyond making fucking Minecraft content. I want you to name at least like one thing that you've consistently done here, Dream, that hasn't been Minecraft related. I want you to name one fucking thing, because I can guarantee you, I can't name any singular thing that you've done consistently that doesn't involve Minecraft on like any of my hands right now. I could probably name one thing that you may have tried to do, consistently, and that was to make shitty fucking music that everybody made fun of and collectively caused you to no longer make music ever again. You are such an unbelievably quivering fucking pussy that you literally can't even handle even the lightest amount of criticism on your shitty ass music, that you immediately stopped making it the moment that nobody fucking enjoyed it. You literally cannot handle criticism, and not only does the fact that you stopped making music prove that, but this video also proves that.
Like, I edit my own videos. I'm sure Tommy can knock out videos pretty quick, because at one point he had a literal editor sweatshop where his editors made less than minimum wage, and were also getting fans to edit the videos for free for them.
Here's a fun fact about this one. All these screenshots are taken out of context, which I think is extremely hilarious. After all, at least from what I've heard, I could try and look into this a little bit more and find out on stream, but like, all the people that are shown off within these screenshots have literally confirmed, yeah, this fucking narrative that is like being spun about stuff like this is complete bullshit. Like,
But to each their own. Everyone has a different style of YouTube. I don't get the high and mighty. Like, it's not just in this video. Like, recently Tommy's been emboldened that he is the savior of YouTube or something.
So I was walking down the street and I thought to myself, oh man, this internet ain't so well.
how is that supposed to be proving that Tommy thinks he's the savior of the internet? That is literally just like a weird part from what looks like a music video.
But then Tommy says something I don't even know what. Just listen to this.
You harassed my mum as she was going through a divorce. The worst time of her life. You are like a proper movie villain.
Okay, guys, I'm gonna reveal to you this harassment. The proper movie villain harassing of Tommy's mom that I did. Before I show you, just picture in your mind the harassment. Here it comes. This one message is the only contact that I have ever had with Tommy's mom.
Jesus Christ, stream. Again, this isn't exactly helping your case, but I do in fact at least partially agree with you that maybe Tommy kind of overblew it just a tiniest bit. But I feel like I just need to ask, why would you even contact his mother in the first place? I know that he's about to get into that one, and it just makes even less sense than you would really expect it to, and it'll just lead to even more questions, so just get ready.
This message starts with, just thought I'd let you know that I don't agree with lots of people replying to you, and I don't want you to be attacked at all.
You harassed my mum.
And the context to this is that Tommy's mom was arguing with Dream fans on Twitter about Tommy making fun of my stutter in a video. Some of my fans were upset, and she was replying to them. I sent her this singular message on Twitter, letting her know that I didn't agree with my fans that Tommy's portrayal of my stutter was ableist.
Okay, so here's my main question, Dream. Why didn't you just make this a public post to just kind of like clear the air and not have your own fan base just attack Tommy's mom? You could have made this a public post. In fact, it probably would have been better as a public post rather than reaching out in fucking private, so that way, you know, none of your fan base is able to fucking see it. Kinda weird, isn't it? There's a lot of things that could possibly go into possibly why he only decided to handle it privately rather than make a public post alerting his, you know, the fans, the ones that are responsible for this actual harassment, that they were putting Tommy's mother through, you know, and letting them know, hey, stop fucking harassing her. I don't agree with any of you doing this. And instead only deciding to do it privately, so that way none of the fans are any the wiser. Like, are you actually, like, this explanation just makes absolutely no sense. Why didn't you make this public? Out of all the things, like, this is one of those moments where I'm actually genuinely curious as to why you didn't go public with this, rather than only handling it privately. Because this just makes you look either stupid, or unwilling to actually tell your fan base to, hey, cut it the fuck out. You like to call everybody else spineless, yet this is the most spineless fucking behavior I think I've actually seen. That's basically kind of where it all rounds off. The last, like, few minutes is mainly harping on this particular point and harping on the fact that Tommy, like, self-promotes at, like, the end of his video or something along those lines. I personally don't really give a damn, but that's really about it. It's a relatively short response, all things considered, but doesn't make it any less stupid. But yeah, anyways, guys, that's gonna do it for today's video. If you guys enjoyed today's video, please consider leaving a like. That's very well appreciated. Leave a comment down below what you thought about the video, what you want me to talk about next, and also subscribe to the channel if you're new and you want to see more content such as this. Also, go ahead and follow me on Blue Sky, join the Discord server, and yeah. Anyways, guys, this has been Sandy, and have yourselves a nice day.